If you're the type of man that chases women, you gotta cut that out today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit a donation link. And let me define what chasing women is. Chasing women is whenever you as a man cannot focus on all the other priorities of your life because of your pursuit of women, because of your pursuit of some action that you're putting on a pedestal and that you're valuing more than yourself right now. You're not able to focus on what you need to focus on. And there's a lot of men out here today that will still try to chase women, still try to pursue women, still out here trying to deal with multiple women, and you still living with grandma, you still living with moms. You don't even have your own place and you're trying to chase a bunch of women. And even if you had your own place, chasing women is always a bad idea. You need to get into a position in your life where overall you are progressing, meaning you're progressing as far as your financial situation goes, you're progressing as far as your fitness situation goes, you are progressing as far as your mental health situation goes, you are progressing as far as your health situation goes, you are progressing as far as you are doing what you want to do in life. You are happy with your work life if you have a job. You are happy being self-employed if you don't work for someone else. You need to work on building up your situation, building up yourself overall. And you can't do this if you are caught up on getting some action, if you are always caught up on chasing something that's running away from you. And whenever a man chases women, women are always running away from you, because that's not even how it works. To be successful, you can't be chasing. You cannot be chasing women in that way and expect any real success with women. You need to attract women to you. Women need to be attracted to you. And attraction is a lot more than just looks, especially if you're a man. Attraction is way more than just looks, especially if you're a man. So you need to focus on your overall life situation if you truly want to get women like that. It's interesting because the moment you stop chasing women, that's when you will get the most women. When you stop chasing them and focus on self, focus on your situation, prioritize what you need to prioritize, what you already know you need to prioritize. And one way to identify the man that chases women is he will often find himself in bad situations in his pursuit of women. In someone else's house, with someone else's woman, trying to get some ass from a woman that he should not be trying to get some ass from. When a man is chasing women, it consumes him similar to how a drug would consume someone. He will find himself ruining business ventures in pursuit of women. He will find himself hurting his job situation in pursuit of women. And similar to any drug, once it begins to affect other areas of your life, you have a problem. And any man that chases women has a problem. And if he was attracting enough women to him, he wouldn't even feel the need to chase women like that. So he is already a man that is not focusing on himself enough. And this is why I'm really big on overall self-improvement for the man. And it's about being the best version of yourself. And shout out to Book of Deuteronomy as far as becoming the most alpha version of yourself. You also need to just become the most best version of yourself overall. You need to focus on your overall well-being. And you cannot live a life of that much imbalance. You need to balance your life. You cannot be chasing women to the degree that it harms other aspects of your life. And better yet, never chase women. I am completely against men chasing women in totality, in any way. Do not chase women. If you are chasing her, she is running away from you. That means she don't even want you. Women don't want you if you have to chase them like that. And if women don't want you, you are not attractive enough. Your situation is not attractive enough. Something about that's going on with you is not attractive enough. And like I said, if you're a man, the way you look is only part of it. And you can definitely compensate for your looks if other areas of your life are attractive. If other things about you are attractive, you can always compensate for your looks, especially as a man. See, when your bank account is unattractive, when your conversation is unattractive, when your knowledge is unattractive, when your living situation is unattractive, when all these other aspects of your life are unattractive, this is gonna hurt you in your attraction of women. This should be common sense. You see? So any man that you know that constantly seems to be in pursuit of women, just chasing them, and I mean really just chasing them, just a hound. Typically, this is a man that is broke. He is well within the poverty range. It's typically a man that does not have money. It is typically a man that is not educated, whether this be formal or informal education. This is typically a man that does not come from a household where it was structured. And if you are this sort of man, you need to work on yourself. You really need to work on improving every other area of your life but getting women. And see, it sounds counterproductive, but once you stop caring about the pursuit of women, you stop chasing women, and you start focusing on everything else in your life, you actually focus on things that you want to do as a man outside of women, this is when you will find women out of nowhere showing interest in you. And it's really that simple. Once you care about your life as a whole, you care about things like your hygiene, you just care in general about every other aspect of your life, women will more so naturally gravitate to you. And this is what you really want when you're seeking to be a more higher caliber man. You're seeking to grow as a man. You really want to be the one saying yes, no, yes, no. You want to be in a position of power to where you can pick and choose. You have options. See, the man with no options is the man that's chasing. That's the man that chases. And let me be clear, when I say chase, I am not even speaking of the cold approach, the warm approach. I'm not even speaking about approaching as far as in relation to game, in relation to trying to get women. I'm not even speaking about that. I'm not even speaking about the direct approach versus the indirect approach. I'm not talking about that. And what's sad about the man that chases women is that this man, he will go as far as to create a whole false persona in hopes of getting some women. So rather focusing on his real life and on his real self, he will create a fake avatar of himself that he hopes women will be attracted to. And you might think to yourself, okay, what you're describing is very abstract. What do you mean? There are men out here, and women as well, that will take on hobbies. They will start skiing. They don't even like to ski. They don't even like the snow. They will start doing things that is not even them in hopes of getting laid, in hopes of attracting the opposite sex to them. So rather than focusing on their real selves, they create a fake avatar, a fake persona, and they will do things like buy a dog in hopes that the dog will help, with their action, help get more women interested in them because women like dogs. Or this particular type of woman tends to like dogs. So I'm gonna buy a dog in hopes that she'll notice me. I'm going to take on playing the guitar in hopes that some women, hey, they like men that are artistic. They like men that are blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna be this fake version of myself in hopes of attracting some women to me. And this is a characteristic of an individual that is chasing, that is desperate, that is chasing. And chasing is never good. It is never good. You should never be chasing the opposite sex, whether you be a man or a woman. You should be attracting them to you, not chasing. So as a man, we need to get our priorities straight first. Before we start trying to even deal with women, we should be focusing on our overall situation. And this is not improving for the sake of making somebody else happy. No, fool, it's about improving for yourself. Because some people will say, oh, I'm not going to improve myself. I'm not going to work on myself just to make somebody else happy. And when you work on yourself, you will automatically make yourself happy. That's what people don't get. If you are a man of terrible health, once you make lifestyle adjustments and you improve your health, you will be more happy. And other people will be more happy that you're healthy. So it's not that you are improving yourself to make somebody else happy. No, you're making yourself happy. You're making yourself better. You're improving yourself for yourself, and by coincidence, you make somebody else happy. So we can't be anti-self-improvement. I'm not anti-self-improvement by any means. So as men, we need to focus on our priorities always, and don't get caught up in chasing women, because when you chase women, you can't focus on your priorities. And the number one priority should always be yourself.